straw, just those type of boxes and plastic materials. What else? Okay. What else? Zahava. That's all? There are many examples that have. So you're supposed to write that down. Okay. Metal containers, that's very true, right? Aluminium, that's very true. How about glass? We have glass, right? Glass bottles, glass containers. Those are also materials. So actually, we have different types of packaging materials depending on the type of products or type of goods that we want to use. So depending on the goods that we want to package, there are a number of factors that will determine the type of packaging material to be used. One of it, as I said, is the type of goods we want to package. Another one is the cost of the packaging material. That one is another factor that needs to be considered when you are choosing a packaging material to be used. One can always imagine that the packaging material you want to use, for example, the cost of it to have just that one container, probably it is costing you 1,000 watts, for example. Whereas the value of the goods to be packaged, probably is less than 1,000 watts, 500 watts or something less than that. The chances are, if you are going to use that packaging material, the chances people will say the decision you are taking there is not making any economic sense. So, first of all, you look at the value of the product to be packaged, and of course, then you look at the value of the packaging material, and everybody shows that this packaging material is making an economic sense. Then I can always use this one. Now, choosing what type of packaging material also depends on the stage of packaging. Choosing a packaging material at times depends on the stage of the packaging process. Now, the packaging itself, it has stages. We have the primary stage of packaging, we have the secondary stage of packaging, and of course we have the tertiary stage of packaging. So, depending on the stage that you are in, it can determine which material you are going to use. So, let us look at those stages in packaging. So, when you're looking at these stages that are always going through when packaging, let us just have one product in our mind so that at least we can easily understand those stages: primary, secondary, and tertiary packaging. Here, let's think of a product, and this product is soap. We are manufacturing soap. We call it what? Is it soda? Or any other we can think of. Butex. After we have manufactured that butex, first of all, we wrap it in its face cover. This face cover is the face packaging. So this first packaging that we are wrapping this soap in is what we call the primary packaging. We get that one, eh? So the primary packaging is the first packaging, and basically this one is the first protector of the product in question. Now after we are done packaging it, we have wrapped it in that one, and we have probably that packaging material has been printed, the name of the product in question, and some of the properties of it and everything. When you see that tablet of soap is coated, is covered in that cover that we know, just know that what has happened there is primary packaging. Then you go to the next type of packaging, and the next step. And this next step is now what we call the secondary packaging. Now, with the secondary packaging, those tablets of soap, they have been grouped into some units. We may say, no, I'll be having a unit of 10 tablets of soap, or a unit of 12 tablets of soap, others call it a dozen, or we'll be having 20 tablets of soap. We'll put them together. What you do there, you put them in a probably cardboard box as you suggested. When you're putting them in that box or in that cardboard, what we are doing there is another packaging, but we call it secondary packaging. Then those boxes are there. Box sizes, 1,000, 500. It means that those are secondary packages. The primary packages were those individual tablets, secondary arrangements. Now, when you want to transport those ones, we are imagining that we have 1,000 or 2,000 of them, and we want to put them in a container and ship them elsewhere. We cannot just put them in a container just like that. At times, for easy handling, we may choose to also assemble them in feather but larger packages. So we put them on a pallet and we wrap those ones with maybe a wrapper. So you can group these boxes probably into the groups of 10 or 20 or 50 boxes on each pallet, or 30 boxes on each pallet. It's like now you are having a bigger packages. Now when you wrap these bigger packages, this kind of wrapping is, or this kind of packaging is now what we call tertiary packaging. Okay, so we were saying, depending on the stage of packaging that we are undergoing, we can determine which kind of material to use. Say we are in a primary stage. The material that we can use in primary stage cannot be the same as those in secondary stage. For example, a tablet of soap can be as light as this is. Definitely, the wrapper that we're going to use in wrapping this one is not likely going to be very strong as compared to the one that will have handled a 1 kg material. We understand. So this one can be a bit lighter and softer. Whereas when you group these tablets of soap together, you put them in a box, you need some material which is a bit stronger. Something that can withstand pressure. Because now those boxes they'll be handled by different people, they'll be handled using some machines, or maybe they'll be put in a container. So those boxes will be subjected to different forces. So to protect the content, this one now needs to be a bit more or stronger. So depending on this stage that we are in, it can determine what kind of material to be used in. Now, upon seeing these three stages of packaging, primary, tertiary, and of course secondary, now let us take a closer look at those packaging materials now as you suggested. You've given examples of those packaging materials, For example, let us look at glass. If you're looking at a glass as a packaging material, what are the properties of glass that makes it unique and probably desirable So when you put things in there, and of course you put a proper cover, you know that your contents are always safe. Those glass containers are always airtight, watertight. So there is nothing that can happen with the contents just because of that property of being non-porous. So, however, the problem with glass materials, or the weakness with glass materials, once they break or they get shattered, they are costly because you cannot recycle them right there and there. You cannot reuse them right there and there. They just need to be disposed of, and new ones will need to be brought into the equation. So this one becomes so costly when it comes to that organization or any company that is trying to use this as a packaging material. So while it has this advantage of being non-porous, but another disadvantage that once it breaks, then it is non-reusable. But it is an excellent barrier material. It has an excellent barrier material. When you preserve your stuff inside those glass bottles, you are assured that the material or the goods will be safe. Now, it doesn't break, except in the situation where this bottle breaks, but glass bottles can be reusable. That's an advantage. So as an advantage, if you look at them, we look at an advantage that they are non-porous. They do not allow air or water or whatever to have to infiltrate or anything to escape. That's an advantage. Second advantage is they are reusable. But once they break, then it's a loss to you. So they are reusable.